Hello and welcome to my channel, Nails by Tina. My name is Tina and in today's video, we will be learning about types of tissues, functions of the body's organs, body systems, and in depth about skeletal system and bones. This video will be a continuation of my video Anatomy, Physiology, and Histology. It is already on my channel, so watch it if you haven't already. And your support is very important for me, so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to support me. Beginning with tissues. Tissue is a group of cells that have similar structure and that functions together as a unit. In the human body, there are 4 types of tissue, each of which has its own specific function and characteristic appearance. Connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, and nerve tissue are the 4 types of tissues found in the body. The majority of the body tissues are composed mostly of water, with the human body being made up to 60% of water. Connective tissue is a type of fibrous tissue that binds together, protects, and supports the various parts of the body. Examples of connective tissues include bones, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, and fascia, which separates muscle. Liquid tissues such as blood and lymph and fat, also known as adipose tissues, are also forms of connective tissues. Adipose tissues gives the body smoothness and contour while also protecting internal organs and insulating the body. Epithelial tissue is a type of tissue that acts as a protective covering on the body surface. It is found in many areas of the body, including the skin, mucous membrane, the tissue inside the mouth, the lining of the heart, digestive and respiratory organs, and glands. These tissues help to protect the body from outside elements such as bacteria and viruses, as well as it provides a barrier between the body and its environment. Epithelial tissues also helps to regulate the body's temperature and moisture level, as well as it aids in the absorption of nutrients. Muscle tissue is an important part of the body, as it is responsible for contraction and movements of various parts of the body. Muscles are made up of fibers that contracts and relaxes in order to move the body. These contraction and relaxation of the muscle fibers is what allows us to move our body. Muscle tissue also helps to maintain posture and balance as well as provide support for the body. Without muscle tissues, our body would not be able to do functions properly. Nerve tissue is an essential part of the human body, as it is responsible for carrying messages throughout the central nervous system. These messages help to control and coordinate all bodily functions. Nerve tissues is made up of specialized cells known as neurons, which forms the nerves, brain, and spinal cord. Neurons are responsible for the transmission of electrical signals between different parts of the body, allowing us to move, think, and feel. These were the 4 types of tissues that the human body has. Now moving forward to the organs. An organ is a structure composed of specialized tissues that allow it to perform specific functions. Organs are the building blocks of body system, which are composed of a group of organs that work together to achieve a common goal. Body systems are essential for life, as they allow us to carry out essential functions such as breathing, digesting, and eliminating waste. The body is made up of 11 main body systems, each with their own function and own organ. The digestive system is responsible for breaking down the food and absorbing nutrients, and is made up of esophagus, stomach, small intestine, gallbladder, and large intestine. The endocrine system is responsible for producing hormones that affect the growth, development, sexual activity, and normal regulatory processes of the body. And it is made up of pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, and pancreas. Circulatory system is responsible for transporting nutrients, oxygen, and hormones throughout the body, and is made up of heart, blood vessels, and blood. It is also known as cardiovascular system, and it works with lymphatic channels. The excretory system is responsible for filtering our waste, also known as urinary system. It purifies the body and is made up of kidney, ureter, bladder, and urethra. The integumentary system is the largest organ of the body and is the first line of defense against infection and water loss. It is responsible for regulating the body temperature and perceives sensations. Besides producing vitamin D, it has absorption capabilities and is made up of skin, hair, nail, sensory receptors, oil gland, and sweat glands. The lymphatic system protects the body from diseases by developing resistance and destroying disease-causing toxins, foreign materials, and bacteria. It is responsible for producing and transporting lymph and is made up of lymph node, spleen, thymus, and tonsils. The muscular system covers, shapes, and supports the skeletal tissues, and it is responsible for body's movement. It is made up of muscles and tendons. Nervous system is responsible for controlling and coordinating all other body systems and makes them work harmoniously and efficiently by carrying messages through the central nervous system, and is made up of brain, spinal cord, and nerves. The reproductive system is responsible for reproduction of offsprings and passes on the genetic code from one generation to the other, and is made up of uterus, testes, and ovaries. The respiratory system is responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide, and is made up of lungs, trachea, and bronchi. And finally, skeletal system. It provides the structure and support to the body and is made up of bones, cartilage, and ligaments. It protects various internal structures and organs while serving as an attachment for muscles and acts as a lever to produce body movement. Skeletal system helps in the production of white and red blood cells while storing the most of the body's calcium supply as well as phosphorus, magnesium, and sodium. Did you know that humans are born with 300 bones, while some fuse together over time? And so the adult body ends up with 206 bones that are connected by joints that vary in sizes. Joints act like a connection between two or more bones of the skeleton. There are two types of joints: movable, such as knees, elbows, and hips, and immovable, such as pelvis or skull, which allows little or no movement. My next video will be a short one, as I'll be covering the remaining part of the skeleton system, that is bones. We will also be discussing all the bones we'll come across as a nail technician. This will include the bones of hands and feet, and as well as the bones of arms and legs.